This is my comparative analysis. And to start things off, the stickiness factor basically describes how an idea or innovation sticks. This is gained through repetition or play on someone's emotions. It describes how well someone will remember something. In the tipping point, this is seen in the quote, "They could overcome television's weaknesses as a teaching tool and make what they had to say memorable." This is on page 91 of the tipping point. The stickiness factor can easily be seen in the crucible as well. The biggest way it is seen is in the case of Abigail Williams. Abigail stirs the residents of Salem, Massachusetts by announcing that the devil is in town and that there are people being witched. In doing so, she sparks people's emotions. By playing on people's emotions, she makes it easier to remember the incident because people feel so strongly about it, given this is a very religious town. She also uses repetition when she repeats that people are witches in every court case without fail. Repeating things can also improve the chance of people remembering something. The law of the few is another idea discussed in the tipping point. It describes three particular types of people: mavens, connectors, and salesmen. Mavens are the people who know everything about everything. On page 62 of the tipping point, when discussing mavens, Gladwell states, "They know where the bathroom is in retail stores. That's the kind of knowledge they have." Connectors are people who know everyone. They know lots of people and transfer their ideas through relationships. Lastly, salesmen are people who can sell you an idea. They can make you believe what they say and go along with what they want. An example of a salesman or saleswoman in the crucible is, again, Abigail Williams. She sells the idea of witchcraft to the entire town of Salem. She is easily able to convince the townspeople that the devil is in town without any proof at all, because that's just how good she is at selling the idea. She says, "I have been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I have seen my blood running out." Danforth responds with, "Child, I do not mistrust you." This quote perfectly illustrates her ability to control the town. In the tipping point, Mrs. Williams most closely relates to Tom Gua, a financial planner. Tom is brilliant at selling his services to new clients. He can read people's expressions and mannerisms and gauge their state of mind, adjusting his sales pitches accordingly in the same way Abigail knew her audience and was able to make the perfect pitch to persuade them of the devil's presence in the town. An example of a maven in the crucible is Reverend Hale. He is presented in the book as a reverend who knows everything about witchcraft. In the tipping point, Reverend Hale most closely relates to Mark Alpert. Gladwell notes Alpert is a textbook definition of a maven who is almost pathologically helpful, further adding, he can't help himself. In this vein, Alpert himself concedes, "A maven is someone who wants to solve other people's problems, generally by solving his own." According to Gladwell, mavens start a word-of-mouth epidemic due to their knowledge, social skills, and ability to communicate. As Gladwell states, mavens are really information brokers, sharing and trading what they know.